Hey guys, this is Gage and Nick with Connect Lax. We speak at a lot of club team seminars, Team Minnesota, Blue Star, CT Chargers, to name a few.
Yep.
And the big question we always get is, how do I find the right college program for me? And we get it. With over 1,450 college programs in our directory,
A ton.
it's hard to narrow it down.
Right.
So we tell parents and players, find a school where you would be happy even if you weren't playing lacrosse. And what that's going to do is help you narrow down your list of schools right off the top without even having to look at the programs.
Right.
So in that vein, today we're going to go through 8 factors that we think parents and players should consider excluding lacrosse when looking at colleges. And the first one is size. So Ohio State, Division I, 56,000 students. Arizona State University, club, 70,000 students. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
if
you're from a small town, that's going to seem pretty crowded.
Yeah.
But compare that with Wells College, which is D3. That's less than 500 students. That's like going to a deserted island.
Yeah, that's what size of my high school class.
So there you go. So, our point here is that you want to get on campus and you want to see where you're most comfortable. A lot of our college profiles have virtual tours on them, but you can also check out these websites, universitytv.com, campustours.com, and uvisit.com.
Mm-hmm.
Second, cost. So total expenses, including tuition at Dartmouth, are about $60,000. Obviously, there's grant and other things, but that compares with free tuition at the military academies like Army, Air Force, Navy, etc.
Yep.
So, while obviously you're going to land between those two extremes, keep in mind that while student debt is deferred while you're there, once you graduate, it becomes really real, and it can, limit your opportunities, once you've graduated and things you want to do in your life. So be mindful of that. And obviously, in other videos we cover the reality of scholarships. There's, it's not like it's a 15-man basketball team with everyone with the full ride, more or less. So, be mindful of that so that you're finding schools that, fit your financial parameters.
Right.
The other thing is look and see how much grant and scholarship aid you can get. And the amount that the incoming freshman, that's what calculates net price. That's what we use on our college matching service, which again is a free resource. Third, selectivity. So, Harvard has about a 6% admissions rate, which compares to open enrollment at community colleges. So again, a wide gamut. The thing you want to think about is being able to qualify academically for the largest number of schools as possible.
Absolutely, that's number one.
And what that's going to allow you to do is eliminate your competition before you even step on the field. You also want to learn about the Academic Index Calculator. That's used by the Ivy League, Patriot League, NESCAC, and that's kind of how they figure out where you stand on their academic rating. And that's really important for the recruiting classes because they have to hit a certain average as a total. And your numbers either going to be below or above that average. And if a coach is looking at 2 players of similar ability and one of them helps, is higher above the average and one's below, they're going to go with that kid that's higher every time.
Right.
So, put yourself in a position to succeed, academically.
Right. So the next thing is, like Gage mentioned earlier, you have the schools are 70,000 people and you have Wells College, it's like 500 people. Find out, is this school campus, cityscape, or is it rural? What's the size? You want to go somewhere that you're going to feel comfortable at, and it's going to be more like home, so you don't get shell shock kind of.
I can tell you, when I was looking at colleges, I went to Indiana University, but I took the tour at NYU, and I sat down with my parents, and this guy started talking. He said, "Do you love outdoors? Do you love kicking a soccer ball, throwing a frisbee in the grass? Do you love?" And he pretty much named all these things I love doing. And he's like, "If you like those things, then NYU is not the school for you." And I was like, "Well, I think we should get out of here."
That's a good way to put it. It's a real good way to put it. So the next thing is, once you find that school that you're comfortable at, you feel like you're kind of at home, you can kick the soccer ball around, whatever you want to do. Next, find out where the graduates live after they graduate. So, are they continuing to stay around that area, or do they end up having to take jobs that are in other places that aren't as desirable for you? So, find that area that really fits.
Well, you went to Fairfield, so I think a lot of people go to New York City after, right?
That's exactly what I wanted to do. So it was a perfect shot. It's 40 minutes down on the train. You're right in New York City, so it brings you right back down there. And then also, see what graduates do after they graduate. What jobs they are going into that are bringing them that city. Does that overlap with your aspirations? And is that job something that you want to get into? So it all plays together. Like Gage said, research on your majors and whatnot, and then what that school area is like. It's one big pathway.
So after kind of social and trying to understand what graduates do, and maybe you want to work in a similar industry or similar city, next is obviously majors offered, and trying to find schools that have a major that you're interested in. But another thing to keep in mind is making sure the school has enough majors that once you're there and maybe you go there undeclared, you're going to have enough options that you'll find something that you like. Obviously, at a small school, that could be a challenge.
Yeah, exactly. And then, obviously you got the size, you got where it is, but the social aspect of the school. We're a certain type of people, you're a certain type of person. Is it a school that has, a lot of artsy people, or is it people that are concerned about politics? You want to find out exactly what you're into. So,
So student body.
Yeah, so do a little research, check out the YouTube channel, check out their Twitter, just kind of get a feel for the personality for you.
And then, like I said, in-state, out-of-state, part-time, full-time, and that's not as big of an issue for schools that have lacrosse programs. But again, what point we're trying to say is, look, I went to IU, okay, I played club ball, I studied abroad twice, Barcelona and Beijing. I was in a social fraternity. I went to the Kelly School of Business. That got me to Wall Street, which is what I wanted. That allowed me to save up and help launch this business, Connect Lax. So, I played club ball, and I reached my goals. I know your story's different.
Yeah, I went to Fairfield, and I played Division I. I had an awesome experience. We got to go fly on a private jet to Duke because we were in the tournament first round. And got our butt kicked.
We did not do that.
Yeah.
We had 13-hour bus rides in a bus.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And but at the end of the day, we both came out with a huge group of friends that you consider brothers, and you have memories that you'll never forget. Good times and bad. And that's what's really valuable, and that's something that.
And that's what we're trying to say is that college lacrosse at any level matters.
Exactly.
And whether it's the experience, it's a camaraderie with your teammates, it's the network, it's your resume, it's being part of a team. I mean, if you're in an interview and someone says, how have you handled adversity, and you're a college athlete, you're probably gonna have a really good question.
Tons of
good
stories.
answer.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
And those things, like I said, those are what's going to set you up for long-term success. Mm-hmm. And that's what lacrosse is about, and that's what it did for us, and that's what it can do for you.
Yep.
So again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, learn more about the recruiting process, and check out our free college matching service. It'll help you find the schools that fit you both on and off the field.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good one.